The story of Pucang Beji and Bukit Kelam. Once upon a time, lived two men named Pucang Beji and Tumenggung Marubai, who were different for each other in character. Tumenggung Marubai was a humble, kind-hearted person. Pucang Beji was his opposite. He was greedy and arrogant. They made a living as fishermen, each having his own favorite spot for fishing. Tumenggung Marubai sourced his fish Rimpang Melawi River, where fish could be found in abundance. As for Pucang Beji, he always fished in Simpang Kapuas River, where there was less fish. Therefore, it was no wonder that Tumenggung Marubai always brought home more fish than did Pucang Beji. Tumenggung Marubai used a big trap called Bubu to catch fish. After his bubu was filled with fish, he chose only the bigger ones and released the smaller ones back to the river. Thanks to his fishing wisdom, there were always plenty of fish in the river. Realizing that he had never caught as many fish as Tumenggung Marubai did, Pucang Beji felt so envious that he thought of a way to beat him. An evil thought crossed his mind. He decided to catch fish using tuba, a fish point extracted from the reed root. He found it worked. Fish were easily caught, more and more fish every day, but there was a greater problem that he did not realize. It was that the fish were greatly reduced. On the other hand, Tumenggung Marubai still got a lot of catches. This made Pucang Beji even more jealous. What? Pucang Beji yelled. No one is better than me. He must have the best of everything. Everyone know that. What could be better? Pucang Beji was successful in catching many fish, but saying what Tumenggung Marubai got, Pucang Beji was bothered. So Pucang Beji decided to get rid of Tumenggung Marubai's luck once and for all. Then Pucang Beji began to think, and he found the way he thought was the best. The very finest idea crossed his mind. I have to cover the flow of the Melawi River with larger rock upstream, so the fish will settle there, thought Pucang Beji. He planned to use a larger stone from the hills of Nangga Silat. Then he departed for the hills. He broke the rock in his hand. Then all of a sudden, far away, he heard the sound of gears loud at him. His attention was distracted. Pucang Beji accidentally stepped on a thorn. Reflecting, he dropped the stone that he was holding. Pucang Beji was caught in danger. Pucang Beji found that it was the Kayangan goddess who laughed at him. You will pay for this, he shouted as he stamped his foot, pierced by a poisonous thorn on one of the nearby hills. Pucang Beji failed to cross the Melawi River, all because of the goddess of heaven. I will take revenge, said Pucang Beji. Pucang Beji planned to reach the line of heaven by using the kumpang mambu tree, which is a kind of giant wooden tree was raises to the sky. He started planting the scattered tree. In just a few days, the tree had grown so high that the top was instantly to turn naked eight. Right before climbing the kumpang mambu, he did a superstition ritual in order to get protection from the holy spirit of the land and animal spirit. However, there were two animals that Pucang Beji forgot to offer. There were a group of termites and birds. It made them angry. They also negotiated to tour Bujang Beji. Let's just gnaw the bamboo tree until it's broken, proposed the bear. The Taiman agreed. Then they started to do it. At that time, Bujang Beji had almost reached the land of heaven. He fell into the ground and died instantly. Thus, Bujang Beji attempted to harm two goddesses of heaven also failed. Tumenggung Marubai was spared from Bujang Beji evil intention. Nowadays, the peak of Nangasilat Hills is well known as Bukit Kelam. It has become one of the tourist attractions in Sintang, West Kalimantan, and has become a tourist forest area with very beautiful scenery.